Rico, let's start with you. I know last year you were just kind of working back into it. I mean, you look good today. How did you feel, and what did you feel like you were in command of?
I felt good. Just in control of my body. Been working with Parker a lot about slowing down and, not trying to do too much. So I feel like I did that well today.
Robbie?
Aaron, you've had such a long journey here with a ton of injuries and setbacks, and it seems like you're finally healthy and getting a lot of sustained at bats. I mean, how does it feel to kind of be in that position and doing the things you're doing now, especially starting this year?
Yeah, it definitely feels good, to see some success on the field, but to have consistent ABs, it's definitely been good,
Steve?
Aaron, I guess it was A-Day today, right? I mean, you finally got one out of here. I mean, we've gotten so close so many times. What did it feel like to finally see one disappear behind the
It really did disappear. If you saw it, I think it hit off the top of the wall and then bounced out. So Hunter Hines' dad was giving me crap. He was like, it just bounced on the wall. At least hit them where they're not. But it felt good to finally get one out.
Well, this wall scraper's counting just as much as those.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
David?
Carson, you've had time to build up to this since last season. How did you feel getting out there?
It felt awesome. Just like an unreal experience getting out in front of the fans. My first start here, so like in the stadium, so it was great.
They shorted you a day, actually. You ended up pitching. When you found out you throw on Friday, what was your reaction?
I threw last Friday in the scrimmage, so it was kind of like right on track for where I was. I was going to have an extra day if I pitched Saturday, so it was pretty typical and just a typical week.
Benjamin?
Carson, I know you bounced between the starting and relieving last year, had dealt with some injuries. What did you and Parker work on over the offseason to make sure you'd be able to build up and become a solid member of that weekend rotation?
Yeah, just like the mechanics we worked on all last year, it's kind of started clicking this summer, and I just kept what I was doing from the summer and brought it here and saw some success, so we just kind of rode that wave, and it's been good. So,
Robbie?
Carson started to really come along there in the middle part of your outing. I think third, fourth inning really started to get into a groove. What was kind of the difference for you from first couple innings to what you saw in the last half?
I think it was just settling in and like getting the feel for my off speed, because I'm much harder to hit, I think, when my off speed's going, and I'm more predictable early when I don't have my off speed going as well, and that's probably what makes me more hittable. So,
Steve?
Mr. Pico and Carson, both of you had the opportunity to turn pro this past summer, but you elected to come back. Why was it important to both of you to come back and work with Justin Parker another year?
I feel like Parker's kind of changed my career. He's just, I don't know. He's just been great. I mean, I don't know how to put it into words.
yeah, I mean, he's pushed me way harder than anyone else has ever pushed me, and he's pushed me to make changes that I need to make, like stuff that I would think is crazy in the past, and he's kind of opened my mind to making those changes, and I've seen tons of benefit from him. So I just think after last year not having a great year, I could come put together a really good year after a full year being under his belt. So,
Jacob?
Pico coach decides to give you the nod for them game one starter. I guess how much confidence they give you to the coaching staff releasing him that way?
I mean, it's huge being able to do that for the boys.
David? David? Oh, okay, Robbie?
Aaron, there's so many options out there in the outfield, it seems like, especially offensively, with what you got. I mean, what's that competition like every day with those guys? I mean, today you had several that came in there and got big hits like yourself, even off the bench. What's that been like the first few months?
It's been awesome. Lim said it after the game. He said, guys, the hardest part for me right now is I just have so many guys who are so good, and he can't play everybody at once in the outfield, And it seems like top to bottom everybody can hit. And, that's a good problem to have. So, can't ask for anything more.
Steve?
Carson, kind of along those lines too. I mean, you've been pitching against these guys. You pick up both all fall and spring. How much fun is it to see them victimize somebody else? I think you had 4 guys hit bombs today. And how much fun is it to be the teammate now watching them hit those shots?
it's a lot more fun. It's a tough lineup to face, especially when they're seeing you all the time and they get to know you better, and they really take advantage of you. So they're all really good hitters and they got really good approaches. So it's been really fun to see it all happen today.
David?
Yeah, for you, Pico, what's it like having an offense that can run rule you for a game like that?
It definitely makes it easier, a lot, more stress free. So you don't really have to think about it as much.
Benjamin?
Aaron, I know you're not originally from the area, but went to high school here locally. So, what's it mean to be out here contributing for a team that this community here in the Golden Triangle really loves and embraces?
Yeah, it's awesome. I've made a lot of connections since I've been here. I've been here so long and graduated from Heritage. And my host family, the Sykes, they were a huge part. They're still a huge part of my life. And it's just awesome being able to have a bunch of people that I've connected with in the past, see them up in the stands, and it's just great.
Anything else? All right, thank you guys.
Thanks, guys.